Right, there we are. We're live. So, yeah, like I said, we'll just get a couple of seconds or minutes first, see if anybody jumps in on video. But as I always say, if they don't, then they don't. It's no big deal. It'll just go up on channel as a normal video. I think we've got some people in anyway. So, thanks for joining. And yeah, as you can see, first time ever on my channel, I've got some guests. It's basically going to be these two guys who's Barnsley fans as well. Hey, Jed, thanks for joining, pal. If all goes wrong, I do apologise because it's first time I'm doing this. And before I open it up to guys who's here, I've just said off there, if I'm honest, James, my main concern, and it always has been since I've started channel, I don't want to look like I'm trying to copy other channels, especially Tykes TV. I'm not here to copy people. I'm not here to compete with people. I like doing my own thing, and this is what I'm doing. I've tried other softwares to do a live stream. I tried it one with Dave, who used to be on Tykes TV, and it didn't work. This is the easiest one, and I know it's reliable because obviously this is what I use on Tykes TV. So I'm not trying to copy anybody. I want to put that out there. That has been my main worry, that people think I'm not out to copy nobody. I'm never ever been like that. But it's hard when you're talking about the same subject. So no, it's not intentional. So and it's not a serious channel, this. So there we go. So I'm going to shut up. I'll open it up to James first. I'll ask him to give his thoughts on season, what's just gone past. Because, like, usually it's me that just absolutely talks absolute nonsense, and it's good to get somebody else's perspective. So take it away, James. How do you think season went, and like a success, failure, or a bit meh?
I thought it was a bit hit and miss, because there's times where, especially like in the final third, we were looking quite good, and then decision making's probably let us down. We've been a bit inconsistent at times. When we've took leads, we played really well for one half of football. Then we've sat back and invited pressure on. There's not been. I'd like to see more intensity in games. Sometimes you've not seen that throughout for enough 90 minutes, and I think that's probably been. It's been good in parts, but it could be better as well.
Yeah.
I think as well, there's also a lot gone off as well, especially with the FA Cup. Big mistake by the club as well. A lot of fans have travelled. There's a few other things as well with the manager as well. The organisation, something should have been checked as well. But if he had a work permit, decision making's not been brilliant. So there's a few things that needs to be worked in the future to do things a bit better.
Yeah, there's been a lot going off in background, and we probably don't know full story. I mean, that week manager, that I used to call him Thor. I ain't got a clue what his name was, but I heard that he's never played pro football. So what pro footballer is going to respect a manager like that, though, James? If he comes over anyway, I think we've dodged a bullet there, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Same. I mean, I'd probably look for someone with experience or someone who's a bit of knowledge of a league.
Yeah. Well, what about what Jed's just put? Yeah, you've obviously seen rumours like everybody else. Stendel, favourite now.
Oh yes,
with Orion.
I'd
What you think?
Yeah, I'd be happy.
I think it'd be a good somebody to rebuild this, because I think he did really well with us last time. I mean, we're all around as assistants as well, like a player assistant. I think that'd be quite good. That he could help midfielders through with set pieces and that, because we're struggling on set pieces us at the minute.
Yeah.
He puts balls in. He knows that balls are going to come in. I'm sure he can give them some idea of what's going to happen, because our set pieces are terrible at the minute, especially corners and that. I mean, that one over there, the other week, it went straight in. Like, what's going on?
I know.
Yeah,
I agree.
think he'll probably be the best manager we can get at the minute, because we seem to be that slow at talking to these managers. They're all going. Even players are starting to go now. I mean, we've been linked with this one from, what is it now? I can't remember who it was from now. It's just come up on Twitter.
Right.
It was us and Peterborough, and we're favourites for him. For now, but I was going to talk to him before they take him. This is the problem with us. We're too slow. We're not as bored in. You know what I mean? They're not fast enough.
We've always been saying, well, we probably have since these owners has been in charge, if I'm honest. I mean, even retain list, that ain't been sent out yet. I don't think it's not been announced.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
And I think, well, I'm almost sure there's a deadline for that.
But it's like when you retirement list. I mean, surely the manager's supposed to be involved with that. Who he wants to keep and who he wants to go. I'll let James have a talk as well.
I mean, I don't know what you'll think, James, but I'd have Stendel. I think it'd be good. I think it'd lift club. Orian, I'd have him back because we've been crying out for experience, so I can't see how anybody can argue against that. And imagine Orian as well coaching young players like Jallo. They're only going to get better with knowledge of him, aren't they?
I think that'd be brilliant. I mean, it's like when we had Hamill come back before, and it gave the whole club a lift, and it transformed our season around. And I think sometimes that's what you need, someone just to lift the place. So, because when he was here before, it was absolutely brilliant. Like when he played that moment when he left against Leeds and scored that free kick, it was just absolutely epic. And he always played with a lot of passion, a lot of pride. And I think that's what you need. And it's the same with Stendel as well. He always he's a very passionate manager. We had a lot of energy about us, and I think that's what you need. You want the players need someone who they want to play for. Like you want to get that pride back into Barnsley Football Club, and you need someone to give the town a lift and someone who knows the town as well and what it's all about. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, it's like what Alan's just put here. We can bring in any manager, but if he doesn't have any decent players, he's on the hiding to nothing. Again, it goes back to what I've been saying. They need to back him. You could have Pep Guardiola there. If he's got no players, he's not going to do much, is he, Sean?
No, what's happened to this no bloke that fetched him for football? I ain't heard no from him. We haven't heard no from him. Nobody's heard no from him. He's just disappeared into the background.
I don't know. It goes back to the old communication problem as well again, I think.
I think it's terrible. Communication is really bad. That's number one thing they need to fix. It is absolutely terrible.
I mean, me and Maddie's been on about it today as well. I mean, usually, I know it's still early doors and season's literally just finished, but I don't think we'll get updates on how many season tickets we've sold yet, because I don't think there's going to be that many. Because I think fans are just getting a little bit, more disheartened. I think.
You can
what's this one? Yeah, and it's like, again, going back to what we've just said about we're always behind other people. It's like Rotherham's just signed a fantastic player I've always rated him, that Clark Harris. Yeah. I don't know about you, James, but I'd have drove him to, me.
I like him.
Surely, I mean, I know Rotherham's just gone down, but surely we can compete against Rotherham, surely to God.
Yeah, I like him. He's got a bit of presence about it, and you look at his record last season; he was banging him in. He's a strong centre forward, and he's a really good signing for him.
Yeah, I think Rotherham's going to do well. I mean, straight away, aren't they? They're not messing about like us. So Stendel would sell season tickets, but team is a lot weaker this time round, as Alan Lewis pointed. Yeah, I think we all kind of agree to that, but. There is going to be players going though, isn't there? And I've said before, I don't know what your guys think, but I think a lot of players just damn tools me in the last couple of months because they knew they were going anyway. Is that how it looked for you, Sean? Or?
Yeah, last 2 months has been 2.5 months maybe since Derby game. We won Derby game, and I think after that we've fallen apart. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
If players are not playing or what. I mean, to me, it looks like certain players are not even bothered. I mean, we've only just got out of the season, and now he's linked with 2 clubs, isn't he? Herbie Kane.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't waste time, did he?
No. They know what club they're going to way before season ends, aren't they? You know, and I think that's been a
no manager in. I mean, it's all coming down to out of contracts. Are they going to sign or not? Because we ain't got a manager. Don't know who's going to come in. I mean, there's Connell, there's Phillips, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'd like them 2 to stay.
Yeah. Imagine them two with Uri on midfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Phillips, Connell, and
we'll be sounding like Wednesdays. We'll be winning league before Christmas.
Yeah.
We could have done that Clark Harris up front,
though. Evening, guys. Agree with Alan that they can't polish it. Cheers. Well, I would have challenged that because if you've seen Mythbusters before, it's not on there, but they showed you can actually polish a turd. So it is actually possible, you know, to polish a turd. Get on Mythbusters and have a look. I'm showing me geek here. Let's have a look. Would love for Stendel. Yeah, I would. We're just in that bit of buzz. Even this early stage of close season, we need to stop messing about and get him in. To come back, bring a buzz back to town. Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. That's what we're lacking. I think it does wind people up as well when, and I don't know, it won't be intentional, but it does come across it like when club keeps announcing carveries and stuff before like managers. That always, I've got to laugh because if you don't laugh, then I think you just get depressed about it. But yeah, so next season, manager, who do you want, James? Are you happy with Stendel? Or I mean, say for instance, Stendel would come. Who else would you have? Who's realistic?
Realistic. I mean, I would have been Keelan Wellings, but obviously he's gone to he's sticking with his club. But I'd probably have to have a good think about it, to be fair. But I'd probably be like League One or someone with that experience and knowledge of a league. But I wouldn't be. I'd be going for someone straight away. Like I wouldn't be messing about.
See, I want to again. Me and Maddie went about this. I personally wouldn't mind Grant McCann, but Maddie is not too bothered. But to me, in our club, obviously he's played for us. I think he'd do all right. Me.
Yeah, I like him to be fair. Yeah, he did a good job at Peterborough. A little bit, and he's done. You look where Doncaster were last season. They were near bottom of the league, and he took them on a 20+ unbeaten run, which is not to be sniffed at.
Yeah. But or even, I mean, I don't think it will happen. But Eke, but whether they want daft wages now, I don't know. But thoughts on it, Sean? If
I wanted Duff,
come back,
obviously that's gone through a window.
I did.
Yeah.
I wanted Duff. If I'm
Williams
honest,
would be all right, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
That Williams.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy with Stendel and Urlan. That make me happy.
I would.
I mean, give
I would.
back them as well.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's what they need to do.
We need some experience in spine the team to help them.
Yeah, totally agree. Without a doubt, I totally agree. What else am I going to ask you? I'm having a brain fog here. So we've done manager. Players players who you want to stay. Personally, I'm not bothered as long as Styles goes, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
want-
say as well.
I don't want Styles staying. If nobody comes in for him, I personally let him rot in under 23s. He's done it 2 times to us now. It's left us halfway through the season when we could have done with bodies there. So if he goes, let him go. If he don't, let him rot in under 23s. What's your thought, James?
I mean, I'd like to see obviously Connell and Phillips, but I would love to see us sign Conor Grant as well, because a lot of the times he's come on the pitch, he's looked a really, really strong player. I know he was on loan, but I'd love to see us go and sign for him. I think possibly Cosgrove, like especially when you're playing against physical teams, is an attribute. I wouldn't personally play him every game, but when you're playing strong physical sides, he's the sort of player that can sort of rough a few teams up. He's a bit of a bully, and I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably those 3, and try and look to build a squad around those players.
Yeah, I think. Well, there is a lot of rebuilding, isn't there? Going on Cosgrove though, what games he had against Bolton, I thought he was one of the standout performers for me against Bolton in both legs. Even when he first came on in first leg, I mean, it says a lot when one of the substitutes wins man at match for me. But at their place, it caused them no end of problems. It's just a shame that he didn't show that through the course of the season, because like 2 good games don't make a season for me. So yeah, I think he'll be all right. He might flourish under a different manager as well. We don't know. But I thought it personally, going back to Collins getting sacked as well. I don't know what your guys think, but I personally thought it was coming. I was surprised that I did get sacked, but I think it was timing on it. What's your thought, Sean?
Yeah, I think he wasn't good enough for us. I know it's awful to say about him person, but he wasn't good enough for the team. He was too defensive minded. He was like crab football manager, and it was absolutely boring. We couldn't get even when we went behind. When we needed to win, you were fetching the same players on to play the same style of football. It was the same thing, backwards, forwards, backwards, sideways, backwards,
sideways,
and we just we weren't going nowhere, and you could see it, and that's what makes fans so frustrated. And they weren't listening.
Yeah,
nobody was listening to what fans were saying. I mean, in that Bolton game, Devaney, he changed it, didn't he? Look what happened that second half. And that's what I couldn't understand with Devaney. You know, he didn't change it in the first game. He didn't change it in first half. He changed it in second half at second leg.
Yeah,
and then it was too late. But I give Delaney thing. He did change it in that, and it nearly got us there.
Yeah, your thoughts, James?
I thought Collins wasn't great for us either. I thought the football was very predictable, and a lot of sides went out towards the end of the season. As a game like lots of sideways, backways, passing, substitutions, sort of letting the side down as well. Tactically, not great, and but it's just when we did get rid of them, we didn't have anything properly lined up. So going into the playoffs without a manager, with a game to spare at short notice, doesn't leave you in the best of preparations in the first place. So you've got no time to get anyone in the philosophies. And Devaney's being handed like the short straw, which doesn't make it easy for him. So I do think there's a lack of organisation, especially with the new manager they had arranged to come in with the work permit issues. Obviously, I don't think he would have probably been the right call anyway. But it's just a complete embarrassment, really, like how it's all folded.
Yeah, it's like Dazzler's just said there. Basically, it's just timing, innit? Timing on it was way too late. Should have given Neil Gaffer at least a fighting chance at playoffs for me. I do think they've thrown Devaney under the bus, if I'm honest. Like you've just said as well, James. But yeah, I mean, we never do things easy. Where do we at Barnsley Football Club? We always seem to. If there's no problems there, we'll cause some. I think that's that should be his new motto on new shirts next season. I mean, going back to the new manager, we still don't know what these EFL charges are going to be. Is new coaching staff going to be starting on minus points? I'm going to be under, I don't know, transfer embargo, or is it going to be a fine, or are they going to stop? Are they going to penalise us for, I don't know, stop selling meat and tatty pies in? It's sweet. We don't know, do we? We don't know what. We don't know what fighting's going to be or punishment. So whoever comes in, surely they're going to know what they're up against. Simply Ghost Knights, evening buddy. Hey up, Stuart. That's somebody who I work with. Is brilliant, Stuart. Always makes me laugh. We've been on about Max and Paddy today at work, and who else we've been on about? Oh God, all sorts of proper comedies, not like the Anna. Let's have a look. We only saw Best of Collins at away games. Yeah, I agree with that. Cole Kane showed little after March, which put nail in coffin for Collins. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Dio James, I think that hits nail on head, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Can't argue with that at all.
No. And when we played Bolton at our place and we let them equalise, I think literally last kick at game. We just didn't seem to recover, did we?
I mean, again,
Sean. What a perfect chance we had to finish where Derby has, and now we'll just send some snookers to get out on.
Well, we got chance at second place, didn't we? Automatics. And then when
that's what I mean. Yeah,
dropping off. You could see us dropping and dropping and dropping.
But how many?
To me, I'd like start. I wouldn't be bothered if Stales, Kane, and Cole went, and others. I'd like to see Roberts signed goalkeeper.
Really?
Yeah, I think he did well until he got injured.
See, that's what me and Maddie said. After he came back, after he got injured. I do think he's not beat same since he came back injured. I personally think we'll need 2 new keepers.
We get rid of Kill.
What I've seen of that Killip as well, I won't like him to be back up.
No.
So, I don't know what you'll think.
I don't rate it.
James, I think we'll need 2 new keepers from back to front. All new team, really.
Yeah, definitely. Barring a few individuals.
Do you think we'll see a few young uns coming through? Eisted would be a right signing money. I don't know what he's doing at Charlton. A Charlton fan came on channel actually when we played them at their place. I'll have to get him on and see what he says about Eisted. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer. And again, I've said before, they can't be having much time off behind the scenes at Oakwell because there's just too much to do.
There's a lot. Yeah. It's a big transfer window summer.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that, fellas, if that's all right. Like I say, it's not going to be a long one. I'm glad it's gone all right. I expected all sorts happening. I expected one of my retro games just popping up. I expected a screen with ZX Spectrum popping up or whatever on this computer. That's what I do on this one.
You should take a look at them shirts that fans have put on thingy up and down. I think it is. They put meat pies and stuff on names and all that. It's great.
And showing your new format. Cheers, mate. Like I said at the beginning of what you want to call it, show, broadcast, or whatever. My main fear is I don't want to be like saying that I'm trying to copy Tykes TV, because I'm not. I'm going to put it out there. I've said on other videos before, I started off on Tykes TV. I personally think Tykes TV is the best channel out there. I'm not here to copy him. I'm not here, definitely not to compete with him, because I love Neil to bits, so I'm not doing that. I just like doing my own things, getting different views on channel, because like I said, sometimes when you're talking on your own, you're just repeating yourself. And these two guys who's come on today, they've, you know, I can only thank them. They've been brilliant, and I hope they come on again on channel. But I'm, like I said, I'm not trying to copy anybody. That's my main fear. Don't think I'm trying to copy Tykes TV, because I'm not. Tykes TV is the best channel out there, and I'll stand by that. And I've said it on many, many videos on here. It's just when you're talking about same subject, which is obviously best football club in the world, Barnsley Football Club, it's hard to be different. It's hard to be different. Apart from, I don't know, coming out of retirement to wrestling and doing a wrestling match back as well, I'm not quite sure how to make it different. You know what I mean? So it's difficult. But yeah, before I go, whoever's joined, thank you for doing that. Check Sean's channel out. He runs a channel about Reds. Again, I've always said any channel about Reds for me is a good thing. It's good to see different views and opinions and different styles. We know James from Tykes TV. I've got him on a one video loan. His loan's ending now. He's going back to Tykes TV, I think. But hopefully I'll see him back on here. And sometimes I see you at Fish Shop, don't I, James, on home matches? Just that corner.
Yeah, definitely.
Grand.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with it.
No.
I mean, obviously, yeah, I get sponsored by Oatwell Sandwich, but I don't just go there and, you know, take the absolute Michael because they give us free food. If I'm not hungry, I just won't go. So again, I'm not, you know, trying to take advantage on them. But yeah, that fish shop that corner from Grand, I think's bang on. Other fish shops are available. But yeah, we'll leave it there. So thanks for joining, everybody, and thanks to James and Sean. I do appreciate taking time out of your day, and I think you've seen enough of my ugly mug. So yeah, thank you, and whoever's not done so already, please subscribe. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.